I do own this game.
Because I have the Drakengard strategy guide, and I'm like, I don't even think I own the game. And then I looked over, and I was like, oh, I do have Drakengard.
All right. Before we go to Yoshi and do Q&A, I got 2 donations here from Brandon, so AC fan. It says 69 cents shot into your face, bukkake style. Always a good way to start off a donation.
Jesus.
I won't be sticking around to watch
played.
Monkey Ball, partly because I need sleep, partly because I loathe this game with a passion. Bullshit, you're still here. I saw you just say something in the chat. Just wanted to donate to you because, well, tradition and all at this point. I know you've been busy, and I can only hope MagFest isn't too hectic for you. Here's hoping once you're back, you can actually get the time to work on and even finish things. I love how he's always like, I'm going to do a 69-cent donation, but because, like, PayPal eats it, it's only like 37. So it's like not even half of 69.
Damn you, PayPal.
Also, another 69 cents to say that I would legit moderate your comments on YouTube if I was actually paid and it were possible. I wouldn't even have to be paid much. I'm an animator on YouTube, so I'm already used to low pay. Oof. Oof.
Self-burn.
Alright, let's play some Yoshi. If you have any questions for myself, Mike, or John, feel free to ask them, and we will answer them. This will just be like maybe 10 minutes or something. We'll see how the questions are going. This is just chill time, basically.
I forgot a friend of mine gave me, like, a boatload of PS2 games, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck Drakengard is, and I look over to my left, and I was like, oh, I guess I have Drakengard. He also gave me, like, weird games, like, I've never played Manhunt, and I own that now. I have Ace Combat 4.
That's a good one. Play it if you ever have the time.
I have the original Dynasty Warriors and Dynasty Warriors 3. And Bully, which I meant to play all these, but I just never have my PS2 connected. Favorite movie, John?
Die Hard.
I could have answered that for you.
Although RoboCop and the Indiana Jones movies are all up there as well. So.
Gamer83, and I will ask, what are tips for new MagFest attendees?
Ooh, I was about to say sleep, but your mileage may vary on that one.
Good luck.
Try not to overdo it. It's a party con, so you will have a lot of fun, but if you burn yourself out, you're not gonna have fun. So try to decide what you want to see first off and foremost, because it can get pretty hectic. There's a lot of shit that goes on at MagFest. It's a 24-hour con for 4 days, and there's like concerts all the time and everything, so just make sure you don't kill yourself in the process, essentially. I don't know, choose your battles wisely and have fun, because since it's open all the time, there's always something to do.
Should be quite the time.
Is it yours first too?
Yep.
Yeah, me and Mike have never been down to MagFest.
Damn. It's definitely my favorite con, but that was also because I didn't have to do throne controllers. So we'll see how my opinion of that changes now that I have to do throne controllers.
Apparently Wolf Samurai fell asleep on his keyboard.
Nice.
QWERTY face. Good night, sir.
Any special streams in the near future?
If I was home long enough to plan shit, there would be.
What are your predictions, hopes for Arkham Knight?
I really hope it's good. I think Rocksteady taking like that, game off essentially, is gonna do a lot of good for Arkham Knight. I think it'll actually be a really good game.
Too bad Origins was bad.
Well, I mean, it also wasn't them, so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Origins was bad. I'd just say it was a lot more bland than City.
What just happened?
Keck said, if they change the dates for South, would you be Will you guys go to PAX South if they change the dates? Like, next year, I guess.
Oh, God. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how far apart they are from other cons. I don't know what happened to Yoshi. I played it too well.
Played it too well and the game just combusted.
Yeah, the GameCube didn't crash. I guess the cart died?
That's interesting.
Do you smell a small electrical fire?
No.
The magic blue smoke.
man, I forgot this was a 2-player game as well.
But maybe, when's the last time you played it?
Yoshi? God. It was in my Game Boy case, which means it's a game I've had since before high school was over, so...
Do you think maybe something weird happened in like the battery or something, and it caused it to go out?
No, it wouldn't be anything like that. It was
Yeah,
probably
that would only affect a save game if there are any.
Exactly, and Yoshi doesn't save anything as far as I'm aware of.
So no battery save.
I love that there's a third brand Nintendo GameCube adapter for Wii U already.
Really?
Called Mayflash.
That's been out for a while. That one apparently doesn't map the controls properly, though. Like, the dead zone on the stick is way off, and the actual, like, full range zone of the stick is way off. Other nonsense.
That doesn't surprise me that it's a piece of shit.
I mean, I suppose it works, just not well.
Thoughts on someone staying up till 7 a.m. to watch your streams? Probably not the best idea, but you wouldn't be the first person to have done it, because I think G-Wolf's a little notorious for that at this point.
It's 5 here.
It's almost 5 here, yeah.
It's
I mean,
2:45 for me now.
I'm usually out cold like an hour and a half ago on most weeknights, but whatever.
Don will do that. Someone said, where did your name come from? I know, and then asked what SA is. SA is something awful forums.
Yep.
I actually knew that. Because I know that the Something Awful forums are kind of where the idea of the Let's Play originated.
Correct.
Ooh,
Well, I was going to say
know
Mr.
things.
Slow Beef, but that was video LPs, not just LPs.
Yeah, video LPs were, or sorry, oh shit, I did that backwards. VLPs have been around for a while before Beef. Or sorry, just regular LPs. I'm getting myself confused right now. I'm too in the groove with Yoshi, obviously.
Yes, in case you don't know, everyone, LPs used to be screenshot based, and they used to have a warning on them for 56K modem.
Oh god.
Oh.
That was half ironic, I'm convinced at this point.
Good stuff.
I think screenshot LPs still do exist, but not as common.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I believe they're still on SA a fair amount, actually. But it's definitely the popular trend is for video LPs at this point. Something
Awful also had somewhat strict rules when it came to LPs. Like, they wouldn't let you LP a game that came out within 6 months.
That was just more to be courteous to the developer, really, because otherwise you're just spoiling the game for everyone. But I mean, some people want that, so what do you do when people actively request it for you?
Something also awful also had this great. This wasn't just the LP form. This was the entire site. You could buy people avatars, and it led to some great shit. Was it avatars? I know you could buy them something. I think it was avatars and like quotes or something, if I remember right. And they would have to take them because people paid for it.
Sorry, I'm laughing at what I for what 14 just wrote. Would you tuck me in and read me a story? Then kiss me on the forehead and tell me that you're going on a trip and you'll be very busy, so I shouldn't call. Then leave as you tell me what a good boy I've been as you walk out the door and never come back.
Oh, God.
That cuts a little too deep with some people, I think.
That's, yeah.
Would that make you one of the first modern LPers? That's debatable, but you can argue that. I was technically first generation VLP, but like
You had stuff on Google Video.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
either
look at
first. I'm
that.
considered either first or second generation video LPer. I think you can argue first generation. I think it was like what, a month, 2 months after Slow Beef started video LPing that he told people how to do it, and that's how I got involved.
Someone said before, very shocked, screenshot LPs? Yes. Instead of, they would be screenshots of the game and then like paragraph long descriptions. It was actually kind of cool.
It's almost like translating a game into a visual novel.
Well,
Kinda.
and a lot of the games that ended up doing that were also visual novels like Danganronpa, so...
Or like really boring games that like wouldn't be fun on video, but would be fine to be like written about.
Interesting.
Did not work as I'd hoped.
First or second generation up here. What generation are we on now?
40.
The PewDiePie generation. I have no idea.
Pretty much.
What are your thoughts on the new 3DS?
I am actually kind of bummed out we're not getting the small model, because I actually wanted to get
Yes.
the small model. But I've got a Majora's Mask one pre-ordered, so I guess I'll cry myself to sleep with a giant 3DS.
I'm slightly annoyed we're not getting the smaller one, even though I probably wouldn't get the smaller one, because I've been wanting an XL for a long time, but I just couldn't justify it, considering I have an original launch one.
I have an original launch too. That's why I was like, oh, maybe this will be the one that makes me like actually switch. Or like, because I was debating still getting the small one for the new one. Then when we got announced that we're not getting, I'm like, oh, well, you made my decision for me. Thank you.
Yep.
I've watched a quarter of a PewDiePie video, Killer, and I hated it.
I think I watched all of 12 seconds of one, and it was literally to the point where he introduces himself, his girlfriend introduces
It was the Cards
herself.
Against Humanity.
Yes,
one, right?
yes, exactly. And then they play like one round of Cards Against Humanity, and it's just like, people watch this shit? Like, this is entertainment? This
I
is
will never-
bizarre.
Everything is relative, dude.
I will never make
I know.
fun of PewDiePie as a person. I know he's a very good person. I have seen that. But his character, I will shit on all the time.
To
Him
each his own. But at the end of the day,
As a person, I know he's a very good person. What is your most memorable Flash game? Mine is Escape from Hell. Because the one that Retry did in the jail, because that game is hilarious.
Oh God.
Mm.
Why am I not getting an egg top? This is getting a little bad.
Oh yeah. Let's see
Oh,
that.
there it is. Finally, Jesus. There we go. Some breathing room.
Thoughts on the Fire Emblem Amiibo support for Codename Steam?
I'm cool with it. It makes sense. It's intelligent systems, and I'm legit curious to see how that game's gonna be. So I'm kind of happy to see it getting like some sort of support.
I find it strange that they're putting so much emphasis on Amiibos that it seems like they're kind of putting a paywall against some of the content. That's what it seems like to me, at least.
I can see where that thought comes from. Definitely.
Mm.
Because from what I read today, it's like you need the Captain Toad amiibo to unlock certain things, and in Treasure Tracker, and you need like this amiibo for something else, and I think I can't remember what game, but it kind of seems that way, and that's kind of not what I thought they would do.
I'm not surprised. They figured out how much money it's gonna make them, so they're gonna try to at least get something out of it. I don't know. It doesn't entirely surprise me. I just wish they would actually make more of their fucking things instead of being like, oh, we're gonna set these low. I guess I can understand why with a new revenue source they'd be a little worried it might not take off, but I don't know why they would have thought of all things Nintendo like figures wouldn't sell, especially if they unlock stuff in their games. Are you excited for a potential future for F-Zero? Yes, I would love to have a new F-Zero game.
Absolutely.
That would 100% require a GameCube controller, I hope.
When do you think console generation 9 will start? That's going to depend entirely on if you think that Nintendo's next home console will be the next generation, or if you consider it technically part of the Xbox One PS4 generation. That depends on that.
I think by definition, the Wii U started Gen 8.
It did, yeah.
Technically, yeah. I think we've got a couple years.
I'd say until like 2018 at the least.
I don't know
Really?
if
You're gonna
it'll
go
go
that
that
early?
far.
Because what, the generation...
When did the
everything
Wii-
started 2013, right?
Yeah,
it's at least 5 years. Every console generation's been at least 5 years, give or take.
Wii U is the 8th generation. Let's see. That was 2012 when the Wii U came out. And where's 7th gen was 2004 to 2011. Technically till like last year because no, it's still technically going on because they're still making 360 and PS3 games.
Yeah, that hasn't stopped, and I'm a little surprised on that one.
They made PS2 games up until like
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, they made FIFA 14 on PS2.
So I mean, you know, some aspects of previous generations won't die.
They made a NES game like 2 years ago.
Well, that's indie development. That's cheating if we're gonna use that.
Yeah, for the most part. So you're saying, what was NES? 5th gen? 4th gen?
NES was...
No, NES would be 3rd gen, actually.
Yeah. NES... Wait, what? The 3rd gen of consoles, according to Wikipedia, went from 2000... went from 1983 to 2003.
The 3rd gen?
Yeah.
That was before, I guess, it really had a name. So that would have been like Atari onwards.
Yeah, I mean, this is post 1983 crash, so
But, like, other gens started within that.
yeah.
So, like, Gen 4 started in 87, 5 was 93, 6 was 98. They didn't stop making Dreamcast games in Japan until a couple years ago, if I remember right.
That was mostly indie, though, if memory serves me on that.
Was it? Okay. I always wanted to get the GameCube controller that's the full keyboard. And try to do dumb shit with it.
Oh, the Phantasy Star one?
Yeah.
Have you been given any demo codes for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate at all? It's Smash Bros. Demo code. I'll go all over again when it comes to code begging. No, not that I know of. I also haven't checked my inbox, though, so I should probably do that.
Didn't you have a thing to give away?
Yee, oof. I forgot I was supposed to give my copies of Jump Jet Rex. Whoops! Should probably do that.
I was like, I remember dinosaurs. When you said codes, I was like, wait a minute.
Something's not right here.
I could be winning things.
John's forgotten something again. This never happens.
That's a loaded question.
Motherfucker, happened again. Yoshi does not want to be played today, apparently. Also, to be fair, Nintendo sales figures were looking super grim last year, so it's no small wonder they didn't bank as hard on what as they could have on the new stuff being system pushers. Agree, disagree? I can see that being the case.
Someone asked what game were we joking about earlier. Battle Kid came out like 2 years ago on the NES. Or 4 years ago, I think, at this point, actually.
Alright, I think Yoshi's done, so let's just do...
Did it crash again?
You sure did!
That's terrible.
Let's just do some straight up Q&A, and I'll start putting the Jump Jet Rex codes.
I really want this game, so I'm actually going to have Steam out.
Okay, so I'm going to put this on screen. It's going to be on the intermission wall on the top set of GIFs. So type in the code, and you get a copy. But only one copy per code, obviously, or one person per code.
That game is coded beautifully.
Wait, what is this? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Don't worry about that.
Battle Kid, by the way, is a I wanna be the guy kind of game. It's really hard, but really satisfying.
Well, but Proton John stream in general, folks. It's true. You should play Video Game Bread. Well, I've already done that. We've already played I Am Bread. That was last stream.
That's why he's kick flipping a skateboard.
Well, that's not from I Am Bread, but yeah.
I caught some of that stream. That game is silly.
What something awful Let's Players still exist today? A bunch.
A lot. Like people
Chip
still
and
love you on there all the time.
Ironicus. Slow Beef still kind of does Let's Plays. Last Retsu praise. Him having a child has slowed that down slightly. But he still streams Touhou all the time.
Yeah, he has a Patreon actually, where like people donate for goals for him to like play through, which is an interesting concept, I think, really.
John, this is my first convention. Will you take a selfie with me?
If you ask me nicely, sure. Don't just be like creepily standing behind me.
Takes a selfie while you're not even looking.
Yeah.
You're just there. I think Chip and Ironicus just finished an LP. They're really good Let's Players, kind of like John. They get to know the game they're playing very well, and then learn a whole bunch about it, and then they share that knowledge. Knowledge is power. Are you purposely doing that really slowly?
Yes. Did you get an Evolve Key, and if so, will you be doing an Evolve stream this Friday, Saturday? I did get an Evolve Key, actually, during this stream, bizarrely enough.
Damn it.
But
I didn't get that.
I don't know if I'll be streaming it Friday. There's probably only going to be one more stream before I go, and that odds are that's going to be Sunday. Not 100% certain. It's going to be Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday is...
I'll be around to catch that.
Sunday is football. Maybe.
How else should someone stand behind you, John? Preferably not creepily. But that might be me. That might just be the way.
Oh,
my
good
brain
on you there, Ravenstorm, for linking Chip. They also did RPs for a while too, and sometimes still do riff tracks over really old, like store kiosk commercials.
Okay, putting up another code. This one though is going to be scrolling text, so have fun.
I'm really bad at these, so
Oh, that's the wrong direction. Shit.
good luck, everybody. These are for... I can't remember the game's name, but it was a dinosaur in jet boots.
Oh, Jump Jet Rex.
Thank you.
Is there anything your fan base can do to help you get your videos up, Sean? Figure out how to stop time. That'd be really helpful.
Everyone go back to the mid-90s and invent the Clock Stopper movie. And make that actually happen. John, you'll be 80 by tomorrow. That's just a side effect.
I don't know how I feel about this. But John, I want to be creepy standing behind you and then give you money. I don't think the giving the money part really makes it better or worse. I'm not sure how to feel about that.
You just start talking, you just see him creepily, and then all of a sudden you're like, where'd this 20 come from?
Why'd you give me a briefcase full of like $1 bills?
Briefcase full of $1 bills would be like, I wonder how much money that would be.
All right, last
Depends
one.
on the size of the briefcase.
Oh, I wonder how fast I can make this.
So fast!
Holy shit, I really can. Good luck on this one.
Uh-oh. I am afraid.
The end and the beginning don't have a space.
I know.
So it's ridiculous. What if he smells your hair before he gives you money?
That's I think that's still considered creepy.
This is actually a question for John. How often does John call you by a different name besides John? And does me continually saying John confuse John? No. He sometimes calls me Brad, and it doesn't confuse me because if he's calling out for a John, I know it's not someone else.
Oh, someone actually got that one. Holy shit, good job, guys.
I don't think people can confuse my name all that easily.
pretty sure.
And those are all the copies I had to give out, so congrats to you guys who got it.
Oh.
And for sticking out the whole stream or getting here late, whichever one happened.
If you're like, what game was this? I got a Kree game. Okay. If you don't know what it is, it's a T-Rex with rocket boots, lasers, sonic rings, and time trials. And plot. Delicious plot. Last question for me. What was the process of making a channel like TRG? I've been asking these questions because I want to make a co-op channel and want to know what I'm getting into, and I won't stop. And I want it to be the best I can. Go to be close together.
Oh my god, that helps so much. You don't even understand. It sucks that we have to like travel each time we want to do a recording, because no one really wants to pull the trigger and do online only stuff because it's harder. The couch co-op dynamic works out a lot better and doesn't have us stammering over each other on Skype usually. But yeah, no, that helps a lot. And just being comfortable with each other and just like deciding on a way you want the channel to go helps a lot. We have a problem where like everyone kind of has a different mentality and dynamic, which is both good and bad for the channel. So I know a lot of comments on the Little Big Planet 2 finale have been saying like I toned out of the channel lately because I got sick of the competition stuff. But now like we're not doing competition stuff as much, which is getting some people back. But some people don't like the game choices we've done lately. It's a toss-up. Basically, you're gonna have to keep like trying to keep things fresh, which is a big challenge.
Can't always please everybody also.
And that's the other trick, yeah.
Because you have 3 distinct fan groups coming together, yeah.
Can I just read out this comment that just popped up in my email? This person has summed me up fairly well, but this comment is not originally about me, it's about other stuff, and then I'm just like commented on in the middle of it. It's like, finally, another informative Let's Player. I'm getting tired of the terrible blind LPs from the likes of blank and blank. Just watching people blindly bang their heads together on the bloody obvious stops being interesting or amusing after the first few times. Aside from Lukagen, who at least is smart enough to ask her viewers for advice, I look forward to someone who, while informed, and here's the kicker, doesn't have a terrible upload schedule due to basically the universe using him as a chew toy. Proton John. Or blows out my eardrums, Chugga Conroy. Or has long since retired from Let's Play, i.e. most of something awful. So I just thought that was a really interesting comment.
I think that needs to go on your business card. Proton John, Universe's Chew Toy.
Yeah.
That's slightly depressing.
More or less sums up my life. So why couldn't you do the move levels in Little Big Planet 2? Because, and this is all on Chugga, he bought 4 move controllers, chargers for them all, and even, I believe, the thumbsticks, the nunchuck knockoffs. But he didn't buy a PlayStation Move camera. Completely making the purchase pointless and useless.
Question directed at me here. How many Proton Johns in one place do you think it would take until a rift in time and space causing glitches to appear everywhere forms? I'm going to say 46. But
2.
I'll leave that open to the to debate.
That title's taken and saved for Waspinator? That's a good point. Can you say hello to my dog Mia because you woke both of us up? Good morning! So, someone else asked, did Chugga get slapped at the end of Little Big Planet 2? He did not. The sound you can hear after he starts, we both run away from our microphones, is him running into his bedroom and slamming his door shut.
Oh, God.
So you hear him slam his door shut, then I walk over to his microphone and talk into it. And that will give you a sign of just how quiet Emil's microphone is, because you can barely hear what I'm saying. Which I think means he either completely turned off his microphone, or that's just like how low it is. I can't remember if I'm being picked up from like Tim's mic, or if that's actually just how low Emil's mic was.
Can you slap him?
I mean, if you want me to, sure.
That's not very
We'll
nice.
start taking donations for slapping.
Well, if there's a monetary benefit to be had, it's for the good of the channels.
For Little Big Planet viewer-made levels, why not hold off to Little Big Planet 3, which can play levels from all 3 games? Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. If we even do Little Big Planet 3, and if we do that, it'll probably be 2 years from now, or a year from now. We've got so much other stuff we should be playing. The next... I don't even remember what Tier G's upload order is going to be for the next couple days. I think the next order is... Fortune Street, Dokapon, Wheel of Fortune, then New Project? I can actually probably verify that right now if you give me a minute.
Slapping Emil would be a stretch goal. I like how someone just asked when is the next Fortune Street port coming out.
Yeah. Well, let me just, like I said, let me just verify what the upload is for the next little bit.
I think Wheel is one of my favorite things you guys have done. Because it's not difficult, but it's just really entertaining.
Emil's bizarreness when it comes to word puzzles helps a lot too.
Oh God. I don't know, Mike, if you've ever seen these videos, but Chugga is really good at Wheel of Fortune.
That's the word you're gonna use?
Really good.
Oh, he's professional tier.
Calberry Cuff Paula Dean.
Wow.
Celebrity Chef Paula Dean.
Let's send them to the real show.
Yeah.
On the opposite side, Tim could be on the show. Like, he's incredible. We need to get the Fiesta keys to the garage.
Jeez. Okay, my YouTube is being really weird right now. I can't actually check my video manager.
Metropolitan Mutant of Arc.
It looks like the order is indeed Fortune Street, Fortune Street, Dokapon, then a little bit of Wheel of Fortune, then the new project starts. But unfortunately, I cannot tell you when they start because YouTube's being really weird and not actually loading the video manager, telling me what date everything's set for. It's just telling me that I have them, or that they are there. Oh well.
New projects. Ooh.
We had fun doing it, which unfortunately probably means no one's gonna like it, but...
You guys had a good time? Damn.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, or not, at how often that ends up being the problem.
No, because, funny, Rooster Teeth the other day, one of their guys, Ray, was talking about how they really like doing the lore. They did a couple episodes in the new Lara Croft game, Osiris, and they had a great time filming it, but it's getting really shitty views because it's not Minecraft or Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, that's the thing. Killer Q says, I feel so old watching Proton, John. I'm 29. You're my age, so by proxy that means I feel old watching myself, which causes quite the temporal loop, really. Okay, so yeah, Fortune Street starts tomorrow. Or today, January 15th.
Wherever that time might be for you, today or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. my time, etc., etc.
What's your favorite fast food place, and would it be enhanced if a gif of Chugga being slapped continuously would appear on the table? To actually answer that question, I guess Chipotle.
I knew that was coming. And it's just enhanced by the slapping picture.
Is Dokapon Kingdom going to be a longer session or the same length as previous? I think this is the session that we did 7 weeks. I believe that is correct. 7 or 8 weeks.
Here's everybody posting their ages in chat.
I'm in my early 20s and I feel old, lol. Yeah, that's how your 20s work, and then you stop giving a shit, and then you start giving a shit again when you get to your 30s. I'm told. I'm at the point where I'm still don't give a shit, but I will once it happens, and I'm like, oh fuck, everyone won't stop saying that. Oh no, you're 30, you're already halfway up there. And then eventually, when everyone realizes I want them to shut the fuck up about that, then they're like, oh, wait, you didn't care to begin with, and then the cycle begins anew. It's fun. Life is fun. All right, I'm pretty sure we're done for the night. It is, holy shit, it's 3:16.
Have fun tomorrow at work, Mike.
I'm probably gonna work from home today.
Do not blame
I can do it. I can do that. Which means I'll probably go to bed and sleep until noon.
Thanks, you guys who tuned in. Thanks.
Wait. Come on, Raocow is 31 and is still giggling like a clam.
Shit, I forgot Rocco was older than me. I thought he was younger than me. Oops. Oh well.
Okay,
Alright.
sorry.
Yeah, John and Mike, thanks for being on commentary.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure. Always willing to jump in if you'll ever have me. But yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to everyone who watched and stuck around for as long as you have. Like I said, next stream will probably be on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. Leaning more towards Sunday, but it's going to be tricky because I leave Monday, which means I need to give myself some time to actually pack.
I will be seeing anyone who will be at MagFest next week. I'm excited. And I don't know how many in chat are actually going right now, but I will see most of you there. You will not know who I am until if at one point I actually
You'll probably walk around in your goddamn Yankees jersey again.
I will, at least one day.
I was gonna ask you, John, are we doing that? Are we gonna do the Yankee jersey thing?
Yes.
You guys are gonna fucking get lynched at one of these
Maryland.
cons.
No one gives a shit in Maryland.
All right.
Well, the team we would be taunting down there would be like the Washington Nationals, and the Yankees don't ever play them, so it's like, who cares?
How old is Tim? Well, I will stop asking questions because we need to go to bed.
Yes, indeed.
Please.
39? That sounds right. I believe he should be 10 years. He's either 38 or 39. I think he might be 38 because I believe when his birthday shows up is when he's 10 years older than me. And when Emil's birthday shows up, that's when he's 5 years younger than me.
You guys, wait, so your ages are 24 to 39?
Yep, that sounds right.
I never realized that. Tim is almost 40. Luca is 12. Get it right.
Why does Tim not talk on T or G? Because he's usually just either enjoying the conversation or, in the couple of cases we had with like Rayman, he had sleep apnea and he kept nodding off during recordings. But usually it's just because he's like doesn't have anything he wants to say. He's just enjoying the squabbling between myself and Emil. That's the best way to put it, the squabbling.
He's watching the children play.
Yes, exactly. That's an even better way to put it. All right, sleep time is now. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Disappointed! You will give me an